Need to talk about the console industry as a whole. Um, anyway, let's get to it. But it's gonna be more than two bills coming. There's gonna be three or four of them today. But two of them gonna talk about the console industry, and the other one's gonna talk about the sports industry as a whole. And if I do anything else, that's gonna be the same usual topics that I talk about. So it's gonna be about three or four bills coming today, guys, as well. Maybe five if I show my Call of Duty progress, obviously. So anyway, let's get to it. Now I saw WWE 2K25. That's PS5 only, and I said this is the bullshit I'm talking about. When it comes to exclusivity BS, Sony's only hanging on to that because they don't got the money to make any live service games after they cancel 10 live service games. Yes, I'll be getting PlayStation Plus Extra, but it's going to be for the monthly only, not the yearly. Can't afford the yearly for PlayStation Plus. I only can afford the monthly, which is only $15 a month, which is not bad. But besides the point, when I saw the Tiger Woods game, again, I was on the cover on, obviously. They made that PS5 only. I said, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. And I told them also this too. I only hang on the exclusivity because you're deporting Forza over there, Motorsport over there, because they don't have no true racing simulator games. But it's only infesting PS5 because PS5 has nothing coming. I told a lot of people this in all my videos in the past. Most of last year, most of 2023, playing Nintendo as well. So like I said, exclusivity BS is bullshit because I was thinking about getting W2K25, but when it said it was PS5 only, I said nope, not getting that one. Well, I'm gonna say why because it's PS5 only, and this is the bullshit I'm talking about. If it was multi-platform, then I probably would have got it, but because WWE2K20 is PS5 only, not getting. I'm skipping that one too. I had WWE2K24. Part of my PlayStation Plus obviously free, so that's what matters. Because that one was only multi-platform. Last year's one was only multi-platform anyway. So, but since I found out WWE2K25 is not PS multi-platform, I'm not getting that one. This is what Sony is doing, and they're manipulating the situation because they don't want to realize what's going on with Sony right now. Because Sony's been anti-consumer for years, all because Microsoft had everything. As far as the best value in game, as far as Game Pass Ultimate, and doing hitting on the exclusivity because if this was true, which it is not, obviously, why would they put Death Stranding on Game Pass Ultimate Core and Standard? That didn't make sense. It made sense for anybody who was hardcore, but it made sense. They put Death Stranding Part 1 on Game Pass Core, Ultimate, and Standard. Game Pass Standard, and Core and Ultimate. Hey, Oliver, what's up? Super Judge, what's up? But, like I said, this exclusivity is some bullshit. I'm hoping Tekken now is multiplayer. I said that in one of my videos when I saw the showcases from Microsoft last year. Tekken 9 better be multiplayer. I'm going to play that one. Otherwise, I'm skip that one too. It's the last one, but so big. I'm hoping it better be multi-platform because Hiroki said that he's our new CEO now. From what I know, he said every game that comes out is going to be cross-gen from here on out, from what he said. Which makes sense. It means the Tiger Woods game will not be PS5 only. Thank you very much, Sony and Apple, right now. The exclusivity is bullshit. It is. I told them onto this too as well. I was thinking about getting WWE2K25, but when they said it was PS5 only, I said nope, not getting it. It's not because I love wrestling. I love the wrestling games because it's PS5 only. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. Well, it's a one count because you know why. They're hanging on the exclusivity only because they need the exclusivity for good reason. They really don't. So I'm skipping WWE2K25. I'm skipping this one this year, guys, unless the year after one, WWE2K26 is on multi-platform. I mean that. It's my way or their way, because the way Sony is doing it their way, it's not looking good right now. But like I said about this, consider this is some bullshit. It really is. It really is. You know, I was on the cover for the Tiger Woods game, obviously, and they made it PS5 only, so that's going to be multi-platform now. Now the rookie already said it out of his mouth that it's going to be multi-platform, so it's going to be PS4 and PS5, not just PS5 only.
Hi, welcome to my channel.
So, like I was saying, I was just Scooter is some bullshit. It really is. It really is.
Hi.
Like I was saying, obviously, subscribe. That's what my audience does pretty much. Oops. But anyways, like I was saying, obviously, the Squid City is bullshit. It really is. It really is. So like I was saying, obviously, the Squid City is bullshit because, like I was saying, why would they make that be 2K25? Much as I love the wrestling games, I do. PS5 only, obviously, for that one. And make the Tiger Woods game that I'm on the cover for PS5 only. But I'm so glad Roki is our CEO that he can make every game multi-platform, regardless. You know, dude, I said, this is not fair. I said, bruh, Sony don't have the money right now to make any more live service games. All they got is Ghost of Yotei and Marvel Spider-Man 3 and 4 and Wolverine. That's all they got left. And as much as you want to keep ignoring it, you cannot keep ignoring it. I'm telling you this now. We're not in the era when School City did matter then, as far as certain games going everywhere. Then that's when you sure should have talked about it then. As of now, we're in a different era. We're not in 2014 anymore, bro. Sony's been doing this they've been anti-consumer for years, and I know this for a fact. Especially when it comes to the School City bullshit. So like I said, I told you Sony and Apple's in deep trouble, and I told you Sony's in trouble for anybody that defies Apple pretty much, and some person defies us in the post. But anyways, I told you, Demonte, as well, that Sony's in deep shit. And Roku's they don't get this right as far as the multi-platform strategy. Sony could be out of the console industry. I told everybody this. The exclusivity is bullshit because if Demonte said exclusivity does matter, if it really does matter, Demonte, why would they put Death Stranding on Game Pass Core, Ultimate, and Standard? And put any other SIE game other than Death Stranding on it? That made sense, but it did not make sense. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. So like I said, Sony is in deep shit right now. They don't have the money to make any AAAs or double it. They don't have the money. They don't have the money to make the money. Now the first part is owned by Microsoft now. Now they're gonna be having the cloud gaming soon, in the cloud gaming store soon. So I'll be able to buy those games. I also got 100% on Microsoft as well. Got all those platforms. I was trying to figure out once I do make my PS4 return at the end of the month. I just gotta figure out what hard drive I'm gonna need. I said that in my videos. I gotta figure out what hard drive I'm gonna need. It's not gonna come easy though. You pay a premium price for that hard drive, but one is. I can't get the 2 terabyte unfortunately because with a charge for the 2 terabyte hard drives are ridiculous. So I had to get one that's small, like around 500 gigabytes or 300 some gigabytes or something like that. The ones I was in my budget, then I could put in price for that. If I do get the hard drive, it's gonna be off of eBay. But anyways, like I was saying, Sony and Apple's in deep shit, and they know it. No first parties. They're putting a Microsoft game over there. That's supposed to be worth $5 because even with them making Gran Turismo 8, that could be the last one. That could be the last one. Because they're running out of time, knowing it's almost May now. Not exactly May, we're less than 3 months away until May comes around. They still don't have the first one, and they don't have no showcases coming. Instead of players, if they have any, they said this state of play was supposed to come this month, but we'll see about that. So like I was saying, obviously, if I do get PS1, this is my last console. I told you, this is my last console. Even with me getting the carrying case and the external hard drive and the arcade stick for it. But I'll probably get the arcade in there in the month. But anyways, I had more than enough ammunition to put to get, now I already got my money saved for my PS4 Pro. All I gotta do is get the arcade stick in the carrying case. Just had to figure out what external hard drive I'm gonna need to install those, or some of those games, not all those games, but that space, whatever storage space it is, I have more than enough to install all my platformers pretty much. But anyways, but like I was saying, the exclusivity is bullshit. It is. Because they sure should never made the Tiger Woods game PS5 only. And not only that, they sure should have made every game cross-gen at least, or had a cross-gen edition, I meant. That would have made more sense. I say, well, you need to get Sony to smoke right now because you keep defending what Sony is doing. Sony's not doing good right now, bro. We're not in the era where games were expensive then, and that's when they wasn't expensive then. We're not in the era where games were more affordable then. We're in the era where games are going up price-wise. The point a lot of people are using the subscription services to even get these games free straight up. It's like Netflix, like I said on multiple of my bills when I showed you the bills from last year, while the consoles succeeded, while the consoles succeeded and the consoles failed, obviously. And I showed you in all my bills on Xbox with Sony Forever why the subscription wars do matter, because the whole point of that is like Netflix. So the exclusivity is bullshit, man, and you need to get Sony to smoke right now. You do. You can't say you're a Sony loyalist because you still got your Nintendo Switch, you still got your Xbox One, you still got your PS3, so you're intently a multi-platform person. And you say you might be loyal to PS5, I said that would be insane for you to say you're loyal to know you got Nintendo Switch 1 and also Xbox One as well. So you're telling me now just a solo, you're a multi-platform loyalist, to be honest. The exclusivity this is bullshit, because all games are going to be PS5 only because they're not going to run well as far as the FPS and the graphics. And I told a lot of people this. And I told them all this. I even told Sony and Apple this too. We need to talk about this. We need to talk. Well, I told them we were going to talk about it anyway. But Sony and Apple, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it because exclusivity is bullshit. It really is. But I told them all as well. Exclusivity is getting way out of hand now because how they going to make every new 2K game not play the wrestling games, obviously. I still got a WWE 2K20, obviously. You know, Roman Reigns is on the cover for the second time. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like I said, exclusivity doesn't matter no more because Sony's only holding on to that because of all these remakes, reboots, and remasters. That's the only reason they're holding on to it. Otherwise, they would not be holding on to it. They'd be like, all those games go straight to Microsoft, to be honest. And I told them, obviously, you need to get Sony to smoke right now. You're the current generation, ninth generation that smoke right now because it's being carried by the 8th generation. I told you this. You can't say the ninth generation has been carrying the PS5. The 8th generation is carrying because all the games are cross-gen. Most of the games are cross-gen. Ones that are not cross-gen, I can say, is this year's wrestling game. They made that PS5 only, and the Tiger Woods game PS5 only, so that's some bullshit. You know, yes, they put on Xbox Series S and X, and probably the new Series X and C once that comes out next year. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's exclusivity. That's bullshit. And I bet Herman Hulst, before Herman Hulst got the motor, I bet he played a factor of that game being next gen only because he was the co-CEO, but Herman Hulst's not the co-CEO no more now. He's working with the first party studio now, and he's gonna actually struggle on that too because they don't got no first parties. I don't see how Herman Hulst is gonna get through that position either. So he might be fired. It's a matter of time. So like I said, it's not looking good for Sony. You need to get Sony to smoke right now. I need to give your current console to smoke right now. Current new gen console to smoke right now. I changed to way too many CEOs. Went through so many CEOs. Y'all went through over 6 CEOs, I think. I went from Jim Ryan to Herman Hulst and Hideki Yoshino, our current CEO right now, and Roku, our current. So they went through almost not exactly 6 CEOs, almost 6 CEOs. I went through 4 in the past 24 months. Too many CEOs switched, man. As far as our current generation of consoles. So like I said, exclusivity is dead. Cause they would have never put Death Stranding on Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Core, and Game Pass Standard. You had to buy that from Game Pass Core, Game Pass Standard. But anyway, that's besides the point. Like I said, everybody putting Forza on PS5 obviously is because Sony doesn't have nothing coming other than second party and third party, and they probably money had in those games. Who knows? And they're trying to make all those games exclusive, and they can't really do that right now. They don't have the money to do that right now. So I told Diamante as well in this video too, and I was going to talk about that. Continue to talk about it in the next video after this. You need to get your current generation the smoke right now. I've been through too many CEOs, man. Too many CEOs, man, and then. Like I said, without those first parties, Sony is suffering right now, and they had all those layoffs. Bandai Namco, yes, Tekken 8 won Fighting Game of the Year, not surprising, but they're dealing with issues on them because Sparkling Zero was rushed out, and then they had layoffs, and then now EA is not doing good now because they said Dragon Age: The Veilguard that failed. It was not because of the gameplay. No, it failed because nobody was buying it, and they said it was woke. From what a lot of sources saying is this is shit I'm talking about right now, man. Y'all gotta stop being anti consumer right now, anti-bias right now. I told him Monty I was we need to talk about this because we're not in the era when games were not $70 then, and the games were more affordable, and the external hard drives, the Monty knows about this too well, were more affordable then until now. Especially the ones I obviously had, the Seagate ones. But anyways, like I said, I need to give y'all current generation. I'm calling out anybody that has all the friends I added on PS5 or added on PS4. I meant as far as them having multi-platform. I need to give y'all current new generation. I'm calling the smoke right now because I've been through too many CEOs, man. And not only that, no first parties. Some of the studios are shutting down. The game stops are shutting down. I told my cousin this too. The games you need to hurry to get buckets. You need to hurry up and get it. Because only stores are going to stay open as the game start. It's going to be the retro stores only. It's only because the regular stores open those stores. It's only reason why those game stops, those particular game stops, will stay open. The retro stores, I meant. The other ones are shutting down. The game industry is changing. I told you, you need to give your current generation console the smoke right now. Because I've been through too many CEOs. And I'm sure they'll figure it out. I said it's going to take them a long time to figure it out right now because, like I said, I was about to say I was funny. Like I said, they cost themselves 6 years and 7 years of developmental time for us games being made. Almost 6 years now for games to be made because most games they canceled. Last was 2.5 Fashion Month they canceled. God of War 6 Egypt canceled. They say it still might come out, probably, but it's very slim if it does come out. And that probably be the last one if God of War Egypt does come out. But anyways, they canceled 10 other SIE live service games, including Horizon Forbidden East. That got canceled. That's one of the 10 games that got canceled. All they got now is Ghost of Yotun and Wolverine and Marvel Spider-Man 3 and 4, but they're going to charge $150 for those two games. So nobody's going to pay $100 for a game, especially a trilogy or a quadrupology. But I told them all that anybody that has a PS5 or PS4s or all three of the Sony console or any other console, I need to give your current new generation the smoke right now. I told you I've been giving Microsoft the smoke somewhat, but not as much as Sony because they had switched to too many CEOs, man. And they're trying to save exclusivity. Exclusivity is already dead because, like I said, they would never put Death Stranding on Game Pass Ultimate and Core and Standard if that was the case. Exclusivity was not dead, as Jim Martin was saying. Like I said, man, we need to give our current generation the smoke right now. New generation of console that's out currently the smoke right now. I've been through too many CEOs. Y'all been struggling for us making first parties. I've been struggling as far as um, making games, period, as a whole. Now got nothing coming. And if they do make God of War 6 Egypt, that probably the last one, SIE game. You know, they said they were supposed to cancel it, but I could be wrong. They might have changed their mind. We'll see. I could be wrong, though. But, like I said, Sony Apple was in deep shit. No first parties. Still shutting down. The GameStop is shutting down. They're charging way too much for games these days. All the new games. Going to be over $100 now. Only game that's not going to be $100 probably Borderlands 4. That one probably stays 70, and I think that Vault Edition, that all the legendary Vault, well, that's going to be 100 for that at least. Just the collectors, that's going to be $100, but the deluxe is going to be 80 more than likely. And there's standard's going to be 70. But every other game, that's going to be over $100 now. That's why I told Jim Monte, and I told Sony, y'all need to give Sony the smoke right now. You can't even get. I told my cousin, you can't give Sony the smoke, and Microsoft the smoke, if they got everything that Sony doesn't have no more. And you can't keep bashing generations in. I told my cousin Andrew, that's going to be your demise. If you want to talk about this, you need to talk about it right now. Stop avoiding this topic right now. Because you're only avoiding me and Johnny because, one, John has his business degree. Two, he knows about what's going on in the gaming industry. And three, I also know what's going on in the gaming industry. And I don't have my business degree, but I know what's going on with Sony internally. But I told Sony, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it right now, right now. But I told you, Monty, this exclusivity is bullshit because they would have never made all these games exclusive. That's why in the first place, they would have made them cost you if anything. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. You can add me on Cloud Gaming Alpha Hut 4859. You can add me on my Xbox account. I have two of them, obviously. Alpha 4859, my Xbox account. I got to fill out my gaming tag is for that one. You can add me on Extra Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Must Got Hishi 4. Those accounts I'll be putting on PSN, Furry Kingdom, Must Got Hishi 4, Extra Glory 2, and Cemental 64. I'll your close friend, close friends, and I try to make it pretty much. You can add me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook as well. Add me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram as well. Add me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok as well. I think Microsoft might buy TikTok, but anyways. And add me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, add me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram as well. Add me everywhere, and then subscribe to me on YouTube, Raise Power 8, nickname under it. Rural Hutch 6, Rural Hutch Podcast, nickname under it as well. That's for Sunny Fire, that's for Sunny Podcast, that's all three of my YouTube channels. And then News Hutch 1, the one I started next week, I'll have News Hutch 1, nickname. But this was a good video, obviously, and a good rant, obviously. But stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to continue to talk about the gaming industry on the next video. Yeah, this is.